Hello everyone, I am Punyakirti. Welcome to LangChain tutorial from Python to GenAI. In this series, we will learn how to move from Python fundamentals to building real-world generative AI applications using LangChain. We will explore key concepts like agents, chains, memory, and model integration, everything you need to start building intelligent AI systems step by step. So let's dive in and start today's session. Today's topic is LangChain understanding data transformation and text splitting. Learn how to split documents into smart text chunks. So let's start with introduction. In the previous lesson, we explored data ingestion in LangChain, how to load data from different sources like PDFs, text files, and web pages using document loaders in LangChain. Now we will move to next step, data transformation. The goal of the stage is to prepare raw text documents for language model LLM processing. Since large language models have a limited context window, they can only process a certain number of tokens or words at once. We must break long documents into smaller, manageable chunks. In this session, we will learn how to convert documents into text chunks. Understand why chunking is essential. Use LangChain's text splitter module to perform chunking effectively. Explore the recursive character text splitter with practical examples. Before moving to next topic, we can understand why do we split text. Every LLM, that is large language model such as GPT or Cloud can only handle a fixed amount of text at a time. This is called its context size. If you try to send an entire long document, the model might truncate part of input, losing important details, or fail to respond correctly due to size limitations. To solve this, we divide large documents into smaller sections. We call them as chunks. Each chunk can be processed independently by the model, ensuring that no part of the document is ignored. Then we maintain contextual continuity using overlaps between chunks. For example, imagine you have a 2000 word research paper. If your model only supports 500 words per input, you can break it into 4 500 word pieces. To maintain continuity between sections, you might repeat 50 to 100 words from the previous chunk. This is called chunk overlap. So we learned why we need split text, then what is chunking, what is chunk overlap, and context size. Let's moving with practical example. So installing the required library. LangChain provides a separate module for text splitting named lang text splitters. So we need to install this one. What I will do, I will take this LangChain text splitters. So what I will do, already we created a project. Inside that we have these many packages. Now I will add langchain text splitter. I will save this. Then what I will do, source dot bin activate. I activated my virtual environment. Now pip install the requirements. So langchain text splitter package should be installed along with all other requirements. Now it is installed. Everything is installed. Now what we can do, after installation, we can import the required classes into Python environment. So introducing the recursive character text splitter. The recursive character text splitter is one of the most commonly used text splitter in the LangChain. It works by recursively dividing text into chunks based on the character count. Okay, what are the key parameters? Chunk size, the maximum number of characters in each chunk. For example, if chunk size is equal to 500, each chunk will be contain around 500 characters. What is the chunk overlap? Next parameter is chunk overlap. What is this for? The number of characters that overlap between two consecutive chunks. We already know why we are overlapping, to maintain the continuity in the documents or the data whichever given. So for example, if chunk overlap is 50, the last 50 characters of one chunk will also appear at the start of the next chunk. So how to use this example? Let's try. So I installed, then this is our code. So what I will do here, file, okay, text, sorry, okay, I will create a new file, Python file. Then let's try from langchain text splitters. We imported, import import recursive character splitter. I imported. Next, text splitter is equal to recursive text splitter. So text splitter is equal to recursive text splitter chunk size overlap. So as of now, we don't we use 550 50, and here we use 500 chunk size. This is how we can work. So this is where we can split. Once initialized, we can apply this splitter in our loaded documents. For example, splitting a PDF document. Let's say we have a document name attention PDF that was previously loaded into variable called docs. We can now use our text splitter as follows. Okay, this is the text splitter. Before going to that one, so I will save this file, text splitter demo. I will do like this, recursive text splitter demo. My code is ready. Now I want to load the document, then only we can do anything. So what we did in demo, we have this code. So before this, I will load the document. Now our document is ready. First what it will do, attention data it will load, loader into docs. We have docs document with that one. So how to split that one? Now we initialize the text splitter, right? Final documents is equal to text splitter dot split documents. So now final text final documents is equal to text splitter docs dot text. Now it is ready. What we did, this will output a list of smaller documents, each containing around 500 characters with some overlap. So what we can do, you can do final documents, you can printing all the documents, but 0th and 1 we have print. So there will be 500 characters, multiple data will be there. So what is the recursive text? So I will need to run Python recursive splitter demo. Let's see what happens. Okay, it has printed so many things. So now we are in confusion rather than loaded enough this condition. This metadata we can have. Then what I will do, I will print. So this is loaded. Then splitting will started. Splitting code started. Starts here. So I will print it. Then we can handle. Now we can see. So this one also we will count. This is giving so much information. What I will do, okay, here splitting text is so page content attention is all you need. This is the information 0th and 1. So abstract, what, how many characters, 500 characters we are doing, splitting into docs, 500, we are getting this information after splitting. Dot split documents, we have final documents of 0 and 1. Now what we are doing is, okay, abstract metadata. Okay, what I will do, page content I will print. This is our character. So these are the 500 characters we have. We have abstract and this one. Okay, you can remember Ilya and all. I will note point. Will add. These are the characters we have. So what I will do? I will print 01 page content as well. Now you are able to see it will start from this one Ilya Pasha. This is Gmail, right? From here, that because it is overlapped, it is the starting. So this is called overlapping. We are giving 50 or 50 characters, right? 50 characters is overlapped. So what is the last element we have? This is the last for 01 0 document and 0 document and first document test. This is overlap. So this is called character overlapping, chunk overlap, whatever we are doing. This is last of uh, people are overlapped. This is for continuity we are doing. You might notice some text repeating between chunks. That's the overlap helping maintaining continuity. Example, check 1 ends with some information, chunk 2 starts with another information. That repetition comes from that our 50 character overlap is working correctly. That is called example 1. Next we can go for example 2, splitting a text file. Now let's set simple example with a plain text file. So split.txt already we have. So we have different name for that. Okay. Now I will comment everything and let's understand this with open f dot read. Okay, speech dot text is not there. Text dot demo is there. Text data demo. This is our code. So I will add this. So here is just a string, not a langchain document. So applying the filter. Next what we will do, we will take this one. Now we need to import this one uncomment. So recursive character very important. Okay. Now if you tried speech is there, right? So I will print type of speech. Type of speech will be like it should be string. Let's now it is string. You are able to see. Now what I will do, I'll open this one. First text splitter, recursive, chunks is equal to 100, chunk over same 20. Then chunks is equal to create document speech. Okay, speech whatever we have, right? Total chunks created you can have. Then also we will have like a print total chunks whatever length is there. We can see that one. Then we can move on. So to the total chunks created 17. So 200 100 characters we are getting, right? Let's see what print speech. Why we are getting like the speech? Sorry, ch chunks page content. First we can see this one. What is the output? So langchain is powerful. Here the last one is application that integrate. Okay, I will go for one page content. Now 2 lines it will print. See, langchain is powerful that integrate. These are the characters repeated that integrate. Again, it is starting point of this one. This will help us to go for continuity. So I will go for 0 to. So features is the last one. How it will work here? We can see core features. Core feature is here. This is overlap. That is what chunk overlap 20 characters we are specifying, right? That is working. This is how we can recursive character text splitter how works. So you will see that text split divided into smaller section with a slight overlap. Okay, notice how a part of the first sentence repeat, that's the overlap again. So why we need to convert text into document type? In LangChain, it's good practice to convert plain text into a document type before further processing. This allows LangChain to attach metadata like page number, source or final name to each chunk, which becomes useful later during embedding creation and vector database storage. For example, what is the workflow is split text into smaller chunks, then convert chunks into document objects, then generate embeddings for each document, then store them in vector database for retrieval. We will learn all this in the future videos. So what are the key takeaways? Data transformation prepares text for LLM processing by converting documents into smaller chunks. Recursive character text splitter is one of the easiest and most flexible ways to split long documents. Always specify chunk size. and chunk overlap carefully. Larger chunks, better context but higher memory use. Smaller chunks, faster but may lose meaning. Converting text into document objects is recommended before generating embeddings. So what's next? In the next lesson we will explore other text splitting methods available in LangChain, such as splitting by HTML tags, splitting by headings, and using semantic or token-based splitters. These approaches help tailor chunking strategies depending on the document structure. Let's quick recap. In this session, we learned what data transformation means in LangChain, why chunking is essential due to LLM context limits, how to install and use the langchain-text splitters library, how the recursive character text splitter works with both PDFs and text files, how overlap ensures smoother context transaction between chunks. With these basics, you are now ready to move into advanced text splitting and embedding creation. That's it. Thanks for watching today's session. This was the part of Langchain Bootcamp from Python to GenAI. I am Punyakirti BL. If you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more lessons on building with Langchain and Generative AI. Also, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You will find the link in the description. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.